So the first one, the target database must have the same or higher compatible parameter set. Another thing, the database must use the same character set. Well, there are some exceptions on it. You can go to the documentation and check, but our recommendation is to use the same character set. To check your character set, select start from NLS database parameter. If you need to do a conversion, we recommend you to do this on the source database, convert to Unicode, and you can use DMU to help on this task. If you are going to a multi-tenant architecture, you can use a different character set on the CDB and on the PDB. For example, you have your production CDB on AL32 UTF-8, and you need a PDB on a different character set. You can provision a temporary CDB with the desired character set, create a new empty PDB in this temporary CDB. Then you clone the custom PDB to the production CDB. Another recommendation is using the same time zone file version in the target database. So to check this version, select start from $time zone file. And as I said, the target time zone file version must be equal or higher than the source. Timestamp with time zone. So if you have this data type on your database and the time zone file version does not match, if you are doing a full transportable export import, the data pump updates this data during the import. So you need to increase your downtime window. And if you are using the traditional transportable jobs, the data pumps will skip the entire table and you need to perform a regular import after the migration. By default, the DBCA will pick the newest available time zone file in the Oracle home. If you need to change this, we have this environment variable or a TZ file you can set to a specific time zone file version, and then you can run the DBCA. If you have timestamp with local time zone, you must use the same database time zone. So this is a different thing. So before we were talking about the time zone file version, and now we are talking about database time zone. So to check the database time zone, select DB time zone from $instance. These are the functions that affects the database time zone. They are not common in application. It's more common to have sysdate and systimestamp, and these two do not rely on the database time zone. So it's determined by database, by the operating system time zone and clock. And also in the multi-tenant architecture, you can have the CDB in one time zone and the PDB in another time zone. Timestamp with local time zone. If you have this and the DB time zone does not match, data pump will skip the entire table on import, and you need to perform a regular import after the migration.